Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思诗都还难
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin, and joining me today, Georgia Massett. Hello, Georgia.
Hello everyone, it's so nice always to be here.
It's great to have you here. We talk about a lot of different topics on Takeaway Chinese, yet today's topic makes me feel a little bit far away, not something that I have personal experience with, but I wonder if you have personal experience, because here in China, we live in apartment most of the time. But in villages and in the countryside, a lot of people started to utilize their rooftop and making them green, making them receiver of solar power, transferring them into a lot of very innovative and very interesting and high-techy part of their homes. I wonder if it's the same for you. Do you live in houses too much, or do you have any experience related to, for example, a green roof?
Personally, I don't have big experiences with green roofs because I've always lived in apartments or in houses without any. But recently, actually, I've seen a lot of them all over Europe and visiting, especially countrysides. Maybe in a big city, it's a little bit more difficult, but I've still seen them, for example, in Milan. Some of them, they're getting more and more popular, which is something that I love just to see. But I know it has many, many, many good sides also, not just from the aesthetic one. Aesthetically, very pleasing one, I have to say.
Oh, yes. Many people would utilize the space on the rooftop to, carry out some leisure activities, inviting friends, having a roof party or something. And some would also decorate their rooftop with a lot of greeneries, a lot of plants. And like we've already mentioned earlier, some would install a lot of solar panels on their rooftop and basically transferring their homes into something close to a power bank of the city. In the peak hours, they can transfer the electricity, the power within the house into the grid of the city or of the countryside so that other people in need would be able to utilize the power that they saved in non-peaking hours. So rooftops are becoming something that people can use their smartness, their innovation to do some decoration as well as renovation with. So that is the theme word of today, green rooftop. And in Chinese, we call it 绿色屋顶.
绿色屋顶.
Yes, here 绿色 means green, and like in English, green is the color, also a very healthy, very environmentally friendly lifestyle. In Chinese, it's the same thing. It's not only talking about the color of the roof, but also the style of the roof. And 屋顶 is rooftop, 屋顶.
屋顶.
Wu is the house, and 顶 is the top. So the top of the house would be the roof. So green roof, 绿色屋顶.
绿色屋顶.
Yes. So for those of you who are listening, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get a grip on the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway.
这个屋顶花园可真漂亮啊！
除了美观，这样的绿色屋顶还能净化空气呢。
是啊，到了下雨天，它们还能帮助减轻城市的排水压力。
如果这些建筑都配备了绿色屋顶，那居民们也会有更多的休闲空间了。
See, those are the multiple functions that a rooftop can carry.
Yes, I had this picture in my mind of going to someone's houses just to drink something, maybe have some tea, and all of the sudden someone says, yeah, by the way, I have a rooftop garden. This would make the person so much cooler.
Oh, yes, definitely. So let's take a look at this rooftop garden first. For the first sentence, 这个屋顶花园可真漂亮啊。
This rooftop garden is really beautiful.
Oh, yes. So 这个
this.
屋顶
Our word of today, rooftop.
Yes, actually, you can also say 房顶. 房子 is a house, and 房顶 would also be the rooftop. 房顶.
房顶.
But for some reason, I feel like 屋顶 is a little more official, relatively speaking, just a little bit. So if you say 屋顶花园, it sounds a little more sophisticated than 房顶花园. And here, 花园 would be garden. 花园.
花园 garden.
Yes. So 花 we know is flower, and 园 is a place, a park. So 花园 would be a garden. And actually, when we say 花园 or when we say garden in English, we would think about the garden in someone's home or adjacent to someone's house. But actually in Chinese, when we say 花园, it can be public parks full of flowers as well.
Okay. So not only private.
Not only private, but of course, if you're definitely talking about a public park, we would also say 公园.
公园.
Yes, it's a little bit like public parks or public gardens. 公共花园. A public garden would be a 公园, a public park.
公共公园.
Yes. And 可.
Really?
Really and very. 真.
Also, really?
Also, really. Okay, can I omit 可?
Yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask you. I would say yes.
You're definitely right.
But I would say gender.
You can say 真的. 这个屋顶花园真漂亮. Oh, actually, you should not say 真的. You can just say 这个屋顶花园真漂亮啊.
So is the 可 there to ulteriorly accentuate the fact that the garden is really beautiful?
I think it's just a routine or a habit people speaking Chinese have. That is, you can say 这个屋顶花园真漂亮. That works. You can also say 这个屋顶花园可真漂亮. Like you said, signify how pretty it really is. You want to stress the tone even more. You can also say 这个屋顶花园真的很漂亮. Really is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Here, 真的 is used to describe 很, and 很 is used to describe 漂亮. So both 真的 and 很 can be seen as adverbs. 真的很漂亮. That's the thing with the Chinese language. Sometimes we say grammar is not that important when it comes to especially using it in everyday scenarios. Yet, knowing the grammar would help you remember the correlations better.
Oh, yes. Now I understand why I can't put gender piàoliang, but I have to add hen also inside. It wouldn't make sense.
Yes. And 漂亮.
Piàoliang, beautiful.
Yes, beautiful. And what is another way of saying beautiful?
美丽.
美丽, yes, definitely. 真的很美丽 works as well.
Could I say it?
It works as well. Then, 除了美观，这样的绿色屋顶还能净化空气呢。
Besides being appealing to the eyes, so such green roofs can also serve to purify the air.
除了
Apart from, besides.
And we usually use 除了 with another word, which is...
with another word, 还.
Yes, 除了还 is kind of like a sentence structure, and it means except or in addition with. So besides this, there is that. The 除了 would be besides this, and the 还 would be there's that or also. And for example, you can say 除了英语，我还会说法语和西班牙语。
In addition to English, I can also speak French and Spanish.
I should totally change Spanish to Italian. Then it's the real case for you.
Yes, absolutely. It would be so nice.
Yes. So in addition to English, I can also speak French and Spanish here. This sentence, 除了英语, 除了 is like besides this, English, 我还会说, I can still speak. I can also speak 法语和西班牙语, French and Spanish. I can also ask a question with this structure. That is, in addition to sports, what other hobbies do you have? And how do you say that in Chinese?
除了运动以外，你还有什么爱好?
Perfect. And here, why do you add the 以外?
I would say other than, but the question is, can it be omitted?
It actually can be omitted, but definitely you can put it there. By putting it there, it justifies the besides this kind of feeling because 除了 is kind of like taking it away. So you can understand it as there is a group of things and you're taking one away, but there are two or more left in this group. So the idea 除了 is to taking something away and the 以外 is like out of the group. That's the meaning of these two words. And 还 is like still. So when I'm taking these away out of these, there are still something else. So that's the structure of the 除了还.
Okay, I understand. So the sentence we've seen before, it was in addition to English. So it's not the language group. So we couldn't use 以外.
Well, actually, you can use 以外. It's the same thing. So it's like the group of languages you can speak are English, French, and Spanish, and you're taking English away, and you can definitely use 除了以外, 除了英语以外, and then what's still left, it's French and Spanish.
Okay, I understand.
Yes. So you can also say things like, for example, 除了猫和狗, 我还养过兔子.
In addition, or besides having a cat and a dog, I also have a rabbit.
Or I've had a rabbit because we say 养过, so it's saying that this is something that has already happened before.
Yes.
And that's how to use 除了还 in a sentence. And here, after 除了, we have this word 美观.
美观, beautiful, appealing to the eyes.
Yes, and this is relatively an official way to say beautiful because we know 美 is beautiful and 观 is to look at. So like you said, easy on the eyes. It does not have to be stunningly beautiful. It's more like it's decent, it's acceptable, it's easy on the eyes. It's definitely pretty, but it does not have to be super duper pretty to be justified as being described with 美观.
Oh, okay. And can we use 美观 to describe a person or?
Not really. 美观 is usually used to describe a place. So you can think about 布置得很美观. So this place is decorated decently. So it's easy on the eyes. It's clean and tidy. It's with the acceptable and understandable amount of plants. And then it's enough. It's 美观 enough.
Okay.
That's
美观. But
it's
not astonishing.
It's not astonishing. If it's astonishing, you would say, wow, 这里也太美了. Something like that.
Yeah.
Be very expressive with Chinese. And we have 这样的.
这样的, this.
This, 绿色屋顶.
Green roofs, green rooftops.
还能.
Or they can also.
Yes, 净化.
净化, to purify.
To purify, perfect. So we know 净 is 干净, clean. And 化 is to make something of something or make something like something or transfer something. So 净 is clean. So if we want to make this place clean, then we're purifying it. You can also say, for example, 美化.
美化.
Guess what it means?
To dirty.
美化, to beautify it, because 美 is beautiful.
Yes, 美.
Yeah.
Wow, really? 美化.
You can say 美化. And you can also say 丑化. Do you know 丑?
No, I don't know 丑.
丑 is ugly.
Oh, to make it ugly, 丑化.
Actually, if you're saying to make it ugly, Yes, it's possible that you're doing someone's makeup and intentionally making them ugly, but that's not the mainstream using of this word. Actually, we're saying if, for example, this place is perfect and you're talking about this place to your supervisor or to your friend and you're saying, that's really an ugly place, then you are 丑化 the place. So with your description, you're making it less appealing.
Okay, you're dirtying with your words.
Yes, that's the idea. So the same logic goes with 美化. So if this place is not as fancy and you're talking it up, you're 美化 the place.
Make it beautiful.
Yes. So that's how you use the 化 structure. And here 净化, well, that is actual purifying. So 净化, 净化空气.
空气, the air.
The air. So 这样的绿色屋顶还能净化空气呢? And you can see that in the first sentence, this person said, wow, this is really a beautiful place. And in the second sentence, part B said, well, yeah, it's a decent place and it can also purify the air. So for the second person, I would assume the roof actually belongs to them. And that is why they're being a little bit humble. Instead of saying it's stunning, it's a really beautiful rooftop and it can do this and that, they're saying, yes, it's decent and it has multiple functions. I recommend it to you without being too bragging about my rooftop.
Oh, if I had a rooftop, I would brag about it all day long.
That makes sense as well. I'm just saying, sometimes when you're learning the language, you also have to learn how people using the language actually think and how they talk. And being a little bit humble, a little bit modest is how Chinese people are.
Yes, that's the right thing to do.
It's okay. You can brag about your beautiful rooftop. And I would be the first guest. Okay, moving on to the next sentence. 是啊，到了下雨天，它们还能帮助减轻城市的排水压力。
I know. They can also help alleviate the drainage pressure in the city on rainy days.
So, 是啊.
是啊, correct. I know.
到了.
When to arrive.
Yes, actually, in English we say when it is a rainy day or when there is a rainy day. But in Chinese we say we believe rainy days would definitely arrive. It's just a matter of time and when it arrives. So that's the logic behind it.
Okay.
So 到了 and 下雨天.
下雨天, rainy days.
Can I say 雨天?
Yes.
Yes. So how can I say a sunny day?
Oh, I don't have the word.
晴天.
晴天.
Yes.
I love 晴天.
Yes. 晴天 is a sunny day. So 晴 is sunny and 雨 is rainy. So sometimes I think in ancient days, not really ancient, like in previous days when weather forecast is not that easy to grasp, easy on your fingertip that you can check every time as long as you have a cell phone, people would say 晴雨表.
晴雨表.
Yes, a 晴雨表 would be a sunny, rainy charter or table. So it's like if I have a table of the following month and every day, whether or not there is a little sign of sun, which signifies it's a sunny day, or if it's little raindrops signifies a rainy day, then I have a 晴雨表. So I would see whether or not the weather is good.
晴雨表.
Yes, and it was how it's used. But now in really official Chinese language, people would also say 晴雨表 to say whether it's good or bad. So if it's good on the 晴雨表, you would have a good day, a sunny day, and a rainy day is, I think, a sign of a bad something. So if you say, 这是他心情的晴雨表, saying whether or not, for example, whether or not we're recording Takeaway Chinese, or whether or not our audience love Chinese, is the 晴雨表 of Niu's emotion. It means that if you like it, I'd be happy. If you don't like it, I'd be sad. So 晴雨表 is also used metaphorically.
Oh, that's so nice also to... when words are used in different ways.
Oh, yes. So, 到了下雨天, 他们
They
还能
also can
帮助
to help
减轻
alleviate
减 means to minus and 轻 means light. So if you minus something and make it light, then you're alleviating it, right?
Yes.
城市
City.
排水压力 or 排水 let's do 排水 first.
排水 drainage.
A drainage, yes. 压力
The pressure.
Yes, so they can also help alleviate the drainage pressure in the city on a rainy day. 如果这些建筑都配备了绿色屋顶，那居民们也会有更多的休闲空间了。
If all these buildings came with green roofs, residents would also have more space for leisure.
Perfect. 如果
If
and you pair the word if 如果 with
如果那
yes, 如果 if 那 then there can be a lot of scenarios when you need to use this. For example, 如果他知道，那他一定会告诉我。
If he knew, he would definitely tell me.
Or if none of you are interested, I will stop talking.
Oh God, I hope this scenario doesn't happen. 如果大家都不感兴趣，那我不说了。
Yes, so that's 如果那 And here, 如果这些建筑
These buildings
or these constructions. So 这些 would be these, and 建筑 is the constructors, these architectures. 都
every one of them, all of them.
配备
came equipped
with, yes. 绿色屋顶 that's the key word. And then we have 那 and 居民们
the
residents, precisely. So we know 居住 is to reside, to live in, and 民 is 人民, that's the people. So 居民 would be residents. 也会
they could also,
有
have
更多的
a more
休闲空间
space for leisure.
Actually, 休闲 is leisure. 休息 to have a rest. 闲 is like 空闲. You don't have something to do, then you're 闲空闲, then you're free. So 休闲 free leisure time. 空间 actually is space. So 空间 we know 时间 is time and 空间 is space. And 休闲空间 basically means space or room for them to enjoy their leisure time.
Their free time.
Yes. So, do you have any questions?
You answered all my questions. It cleared a lot of doubts that I had, actually.
Oh, great. All right, then let's take a practice of the conversation.
Perfect. 这个屋顶花园可真漂亮啊。
除了美观，这样的绿色屋顶还能净化空气呢。
是啊，到了下雨天，它们还能帮助减轻城市的排水压力。
如果这些建筑都配备了绿色屋顶，那居民们也会有更多的休闲空间了。You're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niu Honglin, and Georgia. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts via email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's learn more about green roofs. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin with Georgia here for the show. So Georgia, do green roofs provide a viable solution for improving city ecosystems in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, I absolutely think so. And I think that besides being very pleasant and they look very nice when I see them. And I feel happy when I see them for the people that actually live in them. But what they do is that they help the city, and not only in so many ways. For example, they prevent heat island mitigation. As we know, urban areas often experience this heat island, which is due because of there are many buildings and not enough green spaces. And so green roofs that have a lot of green can actually absorb the heat. And this is something that is great for big city, especially in I would say summer season, when cities get much higher temperature due to this building concentration. Also, the air quality improves due to this, because green roofs, and especially plants that are in the green roofs, they actually capture everything that pollutes, not everything, but most of the particles that pollute, and they actually improve the air quality. They also serve, as we talked a little bit in another episode, to a biodiversity support. And for this reason, since there are many plants, some insects can come and not only also small animals. So it can really help create more biodiversity in cities, which is something that we actually need a lot. And then I would say that one of the most beautiful parts is just walking or living in a big city and having the luck, I would say, to cultivate your own garden if you do on your roof, or also to grow your plants and to have this really relaxation moment after a stressful day or after a stressful week, to just pretend you're in the countryside enjoying your little plants. And I would really like to have a green roof if I could.
Oh, definitely. Actually, that is the reason that a lot of cities here in China, even though we talked about we live in apartments more often and we do not get to enjoy our rooftops or enjoy decorating our rooftops so much. But actually, in a lot of cities here in China, we started to decorate the roofs with a lot of greeneries and start a lot of roof gardening. Well, yes, roof garden is one thing, but roof gardening means that residents, 居民, can get onto the rooftop and start planting certain vegetables and certain little fruits, and they can even harvest. And that is both environmentally beneficial and also mentally healthy for people living in those buildings with a roof garden. And in the same time, the concept of living harmoniously not only with other human beings, but other species on the planet is quite popular. Like you said, we talked about biodiversity's importance in not only natural places, but also in urban settings. Which is why not only are we looking at a lot of green rooftops, we're even looking at vertical gardens or vertical buildings with a lot of different plants. If you take a look at some of the pictures, actually the buildings, the entire surface of the building are covered in green, covered in plants. It's beautiful, it's innovative. Of course, the maintenance takes a lot of effort, yet I do see all these different effort or all these different ways to renovate the concrete jungle that we live in into something that's green, that's 美观, that's 净化空气, that's making where we live a much more beautiful place.
Absolutely. I completely agree. And also, we know that a lot of problems that we have in today's society, maybe a lot of stress, anxiety, are being relieved when we are in nature or walking to a countryside, and having the possibility to have this inside the city and not getting out, and just have this very green space where all of our problems can lay down for a minute. I think it's very important and could help a lot of today's problems.
Yes, I totally agree. And that brings us to the end of today's Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin with Georgia Musset. For more episodes of the show, you can visit our website at radio.cgtn.com and go to the column podcast. You can also listen to the show and read the script there. Find us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Just search for Takeaway Chinese. Don't forget to leave your questions, comments, and a 5-star rating. 感谢收听，我们下次再见。
Goodbye, everyone. See you soon. 再见。